track hard. Got it tinted up. Caught him outside. Nah, he in a. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Catches at the light. Like, ain't no light at the. You ain't big enough for no.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. So for the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Morant outside. Pass to Edey. Now here's Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
To the middle, and Duren slams it in.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get to a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Wells, following the bucket by the Pistons. There's Jackson with the three. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Pass to Thompson. Now Harris, guarded by Jackson. And here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Wells. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Morant. Falling on 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Here's Cunningham. Count the basket.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Morant. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Tries the spin move. Here's Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Back 80 picks one up.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
Harris's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Grant. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Now here's Thompson. Nothing on the board.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And here's Morant. Driving inside. Duran pulls it in.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
It's Morant with the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Cunningham up top. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got his second bucket.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Cunningham on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Cunningham's got 6.
Capable of scoring from a lot of levels. When you guard Cade Cunningham, you're going to have to make a choice. This time they chose wrong.
And a wide open look for Payne. Traps in the tray.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here is Harris. Hasn't made one yet. Pulls up from the corner. And he gets it to go. Now here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's tipped and stolen by Thompson. Left side Harris. Morant with it. Now defended by Cunningham. The layup off target.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than John Morant. He explodes off the floor.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. That's good from Morant. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Now Morant. Following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Jackson with it. Now defended by Cunningham. And Jackson gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. Yep, that one goes.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Pass to Huff. Jackson down low. He has 5. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Now here's Beasley. Scoreless thus far.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Pippen. Jackson with the screen. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jackson's got 10 points.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Back to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. It's tipped. Out left to the wing. With the shot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pistons trail by 8. Beasley outside. Back to Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Over in the corner, Williams. Rebound by the Pistons.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Now here's Beasley. Still yet to score. Detroit needs to get off a shot. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis leading by 8. Nifty move. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Beasley with it. Williams picks him up. And it's Beasley again missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
On the wing, Williams. 2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And the Pistons making a change here. 1:57 left in the first. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Trying to end the drought. Stewart with it. He's all alone. Here's Aldama. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
A solid 3-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
And here's Morant. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Cunningham. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Beasley. Still scoreless. And the shot goes in.
I got a feeling that Beasley's role out there is to score. He did it that time.
Now Aldama. Now here's Kennard. Guarded by Hardaway. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant with it. He's got 6. Here's Aldama. Off target from outside. Harris outside. And it's Beasley in the corner. The shot by Stewart. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around. Lots of hands were touching it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Pass to Kennard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Kennard's got his first bucket of the night.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. And the moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good on the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Morant. Kennard on the wing. Here's Aldama. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons trailing. And it's Beasley in the corner. Pass to Stewart. Ivy with it. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
Out of bounds, Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Clock at 4. Here's Ivy. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis leading. Pass to Aldama. Inside. Here's Huff. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Ivy. Stewart in the corner. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
Morant looking around. Pass to Aldama. Here's Huff from the wing. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Hardaway from outside. Ja Morant with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Williams. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Ivy. He has 6. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Beasley. Left side Harris. And here's Ivy. Harris inside. 8 points for him. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Here's Pippen, still without a basket. Out to the wing. Pass to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. Here's Pippen. Ivy defending. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Pass to Harris. For 3, Beasley buries it from 3-point range. Beasley's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Jackson to the paint. Outside for Pippen. There's a good screen. Over Ivy. Here's Edey. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now, here's Ivy. He has 6. They get the rebound. Pass to Stewart. Stewart a screen. Back to Beasley. Fires from way outside. And Pippen pulls it down. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Wells' shot is good. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Now here's Jackson. Following the miss by Malik Beasley. Takes the 3. And a shot by Wells, no good. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Several teams changing it up here. So it's the Pistons now. They trail by 1. Beasley outside. Thompson in the corner. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Morant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Thompson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
At the top of the key, Wells. Morant left side. Unloads. Again, Memphis.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
They need this. And Detroit with another turnover here. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now, here's Cunningham. 8 points for him. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant with it. Duran picks him up. It's stolen by Cunningham. Down low. For 3. Edey with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Pistons trailed by 8. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the three by Detroit. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bain. From downtown, it's Cunningham with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. .139 left in the first half of the game. In the corner, it's Duran. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Cunningham drives in. Thompson outside. And here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Fires at the elbow. Wells grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. In the corner, it's Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. No good with the wing jumper.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. Duran picks him up. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Here's Wells. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. No good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. And the 3-ball is good. Morant's got 16 points.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Jaw's ability outside the arc.
Cunningham outside to the inside. And Duran slams it in.
And this is why the offense involves Jalen Duran in screen and rolls, showing off his great mobility.
Morant drives in. Outside Jackson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 19 points for Jaren Jackson.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Jackson with the screen. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now an 8-point Memphis lead. Cunningham for three. Sinks the triple. He's got 13.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
I'm just finishing a league game, but I'm almost done. I'm already heading towards halfway through the third quarter. Yeah, Everybody loves. He should be joining soon.
Hello? What?
So what?
Who?
The 76ers. Yeah. Good play. Let's go.
Yeah, I was making myself a Scooby-Doo sandwich, you know?
Scooby-Doo sandwich. That's funny.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm almost finished and then we can play. What's up, love? I'm just finishing this match that I'm in, and then we'll start sending invites.
Oh, good. I'm just finishing up dinner right now.
His poor shooting is a big reason they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get it. Find a way to win.
Let's go. Come on.
That boy Tyrese Halliburton.
Like last night.
He said, what the alley?
You should watch the gameplay, Coffee, so you can see what it looks like when you're playing the league. Oh, okay. Yeah, he has like no shooting. Yeah, I usually do. I already have like 15 middies with 15 points in midi with shots in this game, but I thought that Eddie was gonna get that shit. That's a 3. Yeah, timeout after this. I knew that shit was going.
And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Pass to Edey. The 3. Detroit with the rebound. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Now, here's Ivy. He has 6. Cunningham outside.
Let's go.
And they desperately need a bucket.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowed.
That's a bad take.
And it's just one of those days, guys.
It's because I ran that play twice, and the first time I hit it, but then the second time he jumped on the 3.
Fires from the wing. John Morant grabs the rebound. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like
Take that shot.
He's already had a number of injuries.
Don't box out.
But we all
Illegal. That's on me.
There's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. And that'll be his third.
Damn, y'all niggas play like full 12 quarters?
Full 12 fucking quarters, yeah.
12 minute?
It's supposed to be like a simulation of the league, you know?
Yeah, but niggas tend to forget that this is a video game.
Well, yeah, but the whole point of this league is to be as sim as you can, you know? Like, as realistic
No,
as
I
you
get
can.
you, I get you.
So, like, we
yeah.
gotta run plays and stuff. Like, we can't try to get our own rebounds unless you're using the guy that you contested the ball with. So it's, like, very, like, realistic. Like, it takes, like, all the cheesiness out. But most of it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think Coffee ready for that, low key. I think he's just there to waste some people's time. You do? Oh man, old people shit, bro. See, nobody touches that shit. That's true. Yeah, I get you.
Why is he on him? God, he's fucking missing with him. Fuck. Not gonna lie, like, Wells has been, like, helping me so much this game. He literally has, like, 14 fucking points.
In the third quarter, you can just sense
Yeah.
taking confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
What happened? Okay.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now, here's Bain. Good on the shot.
That's bullshit.
Bain's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And Bain likes using his strength on those physical plays, proving just how tough he is.
Cunningham outside. Back to Ivy. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Aldama with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Payne for 3.
Let's go, come on.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Look, he crossed me. He just crossed me. What the fuck?
Ivy's got 9.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 15.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside, Bain.
That's way too fucking early.
Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pistons trail by 12. And they go to the intentional foul.
What the fuck did you pause it? Yeah, Yeah, we just started like 2 weeks ago. Not sure why this guy paused those.
Ja just on the bench right now, or is he hurt or something? Oh no, I just didn't see him. That's why I was asking.
He's complaining that I'm fouling him when he has a mismatch.
Ain't that part of basketball?
Yeah. I mean, I told him that's not really a rule that we can't do.
In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
He said you fouling when I got a mismatch. Well, each player got 6 fouls for a reason, pimping. It's
For real?
basketball. That's
And timeout call by JB Bickerstaff. This will give him a
that's not
chance
no
to
2K
adjust
shit.
to potential alterations. Here's Hardaway.
Yeah, he said that if I want to reset my players or put my timeout in, like I want to get my players back in the court, I should call a timeout and not do a forced foul. Just bitching for no fucking reason.
Well, don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Williams with the ball. Jackson up top. Banked in off the glass. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Down by 12. On the wing, Harris.
Why is he guarding him?
Pass to Stewart.
He gets a bill out of that too.
2 on the clock. Shoots over Aldama. Harris, no good. Here's Jackson.
I want to see him. I want to see him bitch about that shit too now.
That's that boy GG. I think he was hurt this year.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Maybe even a question mark. Here's Beasley following the score by Memphis. Looking to get back on track here.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances.
I ain't gonna lie, Memphis got a lot of young talent.
Here's Pippen.
Ooh, we'll take that floater.
I ain't gonna be able to pay everybody. That's their problem. He about to be out of there anyways. You see how they playing him. He's supposed to be all NBA, but they want to set his ass down on some Kaminga shit.
Even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Pippen with the wide open look. Great look, but off the mark. Pistons trailed by 14.
He need to sign.
Down low. Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Nope. Nope.
Pippen with it.
And I wouldn't give him another All-NBA defense team until he gets 10 rebounds a game.
Who?
I think he missed it this year.
No, he missed it. They missed him. Yeah, he doesn't get the Supermax.
Yeah, so he can't get the Supermax. That's why they set him down for that, though.
He deserves it too, though.
They're
He
not gonna.
deserves
They
to
don't
get
want
this.
to pay him more than John Morant.
Here's Williams. Pass to Pippen.
Yeah. He do not play like somebody that went to Michigan State. He got all the talent, but he don't got that. He don't got that Michigan State grit. He don't got that Draymond. He ain't got that Draymond in him.
Sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
I think he played the wrong position for real. For real. I think they need to put him as like he need to play like a 3 because he's not really a 4, but he's just big and talented.
Outside Hardaway. There's the triple. It's
Ain't going by.
Now here's Morant. Outside Williams. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Aldama.
That's tough.
From beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies.
He has such a slow ass jump shot, Aldama, for some reason, but in real life he shoots that shit mad fast. Like, no, you can't. No, it's custom, yeah. So whatever jump shot that the guys have, that's what you gotta keep. I wish.
9 points now in just the second half.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Pistons trailed by 17. Easily outside. And it's off from three-point range. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 20 points.
And you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the
That's a good move. That's a flagrant.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
From 6 feet, Jackson misses. Pistons trail by 17. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Yeah, the three-pointer is not...
Am I steal?
One in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the strike.
And Harris drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Bane inside the three-point line. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine. And if they continue, Kevin,
their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Cunningham for three. Drills the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 26.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. Misses the baby hook. Pistons trail by 12. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Bounce pass Pippen. Here's Jackson. Beasley with the rebound. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And he has 28 points for the game.
Well, it feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
The Grizzlies call timeout. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late, guys.
Thank you, David. In the corner, Ivy with it. Wells with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Jackson. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Here's Ivy. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Kennard. That 3 off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Now Ivy. Thompson outside. Now Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Baseline jumper. From the top of the key. And it's Morant with the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Pass to Jackson. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Cunningham.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Edey. On the wing, Jackson. Over Beasley. Buried from 15 feet out. Jackson's got 25 points.
And a versatile offensive talent with a capable jumper. Defenders can't fall asleep when guarding Jackson.
There's the lob to Duran. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, long arms but very sure hands make Duran a great lob partner.
Morant drives in. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 15-6 run. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Ivy. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. In the corner, Kennard with it. Nailed from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The first free throw is good.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Morant with it. Jackson up top. Hit the floater. Pass to Wells. Duran pulls it in. Pistons trailed by 11. Duran a screen. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Cunningham's got 31 points. Pass to Huff. Morant outside. From deep. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Now, here's Ivey. Beasley outside. Back to Ivey. Lays it up off the glass. Ivey's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Kennard. They can't stop the run with that one. Pistons trailed by 6. Pistons passing it around. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Ivey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you can see that.
That was not a foul. Not in my books. Hey, Lucas, text in the chat. How much did he pay the refs? And see what happens. See what the fuck.
Himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And here's Thompson. Here's Cunningham. And that one swishes right in. Cunningham's got 33 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Babe. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And you have to stay connected to Bain. He's too good off the catch.
Now here's Cunningham. Now Beasley launches a 3. Edey with the rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Morant outside. Inside. Oh. And he jams it with authority.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
And it's Beasley in the corner. Back to Cunningham. With the drive. Pass to Ivey. Beasley with a clean look. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Beasley getting assertive, delivering the bucket when his team needed it.
Morant outside. Here's Edey. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Yeah, that's one of the things Beasley is known for. He's a catch-and-shoot guy.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Hells with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And Duren is right there. And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
At the line for your Grizzlies,
Gets the first, that stretches their lead to 8. So
Who's bringing what?
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
So it's Memphis picking up.
He shot 31 times with fucking Cade. Goddamn.
That sounds like a Pistons game.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the league, we gotta average like under less than 22 field goal attempts. Wow. With one, yeah, so people don't abuse it because that's like based on real life stats. Like nobody was averaging more than 22 shot attempts per game in the season. No, you can shoot more. You can have a game that you can shoot more and stuff.
You said nobody averaged.
Yeah, you can't average.
You said nobody averaged more than 22 shots a game on a season this year?
Have they? I don't think they did.
The man Shea shot the ball 30 times a game, I promise you.
But what was his average?
How many did he make? Or how many did he
shoot? No, attempts.
I mean, you don't average 30 points a game not taking 30 shots damn near. That boy taking 30.
Yeah, how much he averaged? Well, the rules are from like these rules are a little bit older, so maybe the average has been going up. Let me see. You guys can send me an invite out, and I'll join.
I know Shea take close to 30 shots a game. I see it a lot because it's a lot of times it's an inefficient 30 ball that he get. That's why I always question that shit. Like, yeah, you scoring 30, but it's like 12 for 30.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Shea's my idol.
Like, he cold.
I actually play basketball and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Clippers. Like, don't.
But you gotta think about it, bro. He's a genius when it comes to foul baiting.
You know how much he averaged? How many shot attempts?
How many, Lucas?
It says that this season he attempted 17 field goal attempts per game. There's no way that this could be right. Because I also feel like he's always shooting 30 shots too.
They gotta know he was also on the free throw line for cool. Yeah, y'all forgetting about the free throw line.
Yeah, because that does take the shot of
It says away. That, yeah, so he averaged 20 shots per game. So yeah, so the 21.2, I think it's like 22 basically. You can average 22 shots attempts. But that's also to like balance out the game and shit, so people don't just shoot 50 shots with just one player, you know? But it's based off, like these numbers are all based off of something, like they don't get it like out of their ass. So if Shea had almost 20 shot attempts per game, it makes sense. If the rule's like 22. I told him GG. The motherfucker didn't even answer.
I wouldn't because you cheated.
Yeah, I guess I cheated.
You did, bitch.
It's not like people do intentional fouls all the time, like hack a shack or anything for a specific reason.
Fucking
that's
gypsy.
crazy.
If I have a mismatch on the post and I want to, if the
21.
21.
Yeah, Cade averaged 21
Yeah,
shots.
but it makes sense that those players are also like Cade wasn't a bad. I mean, Cade wasn't a good team this season, but before he was also
No,
like chucking shit.
Hold on. I'm a Pistons fan. Chill out. They was good this year.
No, they were good this year. I like the Pistons too. I'm just saying that before.
No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
I said I like the Pistons. I never said I was a fan of the Pistons.
You don't like the Pistons, bitch.
I just said I like them. That doesn't mean like I'm a fan of them.
That's all.
Yeah.
They on the come up. They did good this year without Jaden Ivey.
Man, can't you believe the Mavs got first pick instead of the Brooklyn Nets?
Crazy.
Holy, bro. My goodness. That would be my last day as a Brooklyn Nets fan right there. Yup. So long, bro, because our GM's another Nico Harrison. Devastating. And I wanted to see that franchise succeed.
I ain't gonna lie. They due for one.
After that Steve Nash fucking Big Three bullshit, I want to see that franchise succeed. After they hand over Claxton to the Lakers, oh my goodness. You guys are willing to take some fucking bags of chips for Claxton at this point.
No, that's
Dalton? Fuck no.
Solid piece.
Palinka's gonna finesse like always.
I think you
We'll
selling
see.
Claxton short.
Nope. It's gonna be a Pickers and. So there's one trade that I did really like, and I feel like it would suit the Lakers much better. Would
It's
be
your big-
targeting DeAndre Ayton. That would I know, but like how has he been this season? Because I don't really watch like Trailblazers, so yeah, me either.
You don't want Ayton on the Lakers.
If he's been playing, I mean, is there any injury status? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, has he been playing at least like more than 60 games? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, let's hope he's a good, and he has like durability. So
Y'all be better off getting Robert Williams instead of him. And they both on the same team.
That too. I don't know. Palinka has a lot of options to go for now. I heard something about Brook Lopez. I'm like, nah.
I ain't gonna lie. I get off Austin Reeves while he's high.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah.
No, I get off him while he high. He ain't that though.
Maybe we could trade him up for another
I'm saying
good
that
person.
you could sell him for the high and get back some good pieces, and it'd be a finesse. That's the finesse that Point could go pull off. Probably you gonna trade motherfucking Austin Reeves and get something good back, something real good. Depth.
Nah, for real. Hopefully.
They can't keep throwing Vando out there and thinking that shit gonna work. That shit is old. He come off IR just enough to show you he asked. And they try to put Rui at the 5. Like, what was that?
Alright, I'm back. Send an invite so we could hoop.